Days of Our Lives. Fall 2025 spoilers. Rachel's spiral. Chad's fight and hospital terror. Days of Our Lives sees hot spoilers as Salem cools off this fall, including murderous antics, Rachel Black spiraling, Chad DiMera fighting, hospital horror, and big returns. Let's talk about some dark turns on the NBC soap, including murder and mayhem for Halloween. There's always something wicked coming to Salem for the holiday, and this year's Great Pumpkin Day is no exception. It looks like there's a slasher on the loose that could attack Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, Kat Green, Annalyn McCord, and Chad. With Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, having weird nightmares and a past as the Salem stalker. Let's hope it's not her. Salem's spooky fall. Murder and mayhem for Halloween. We've also got the opening of the Dr. Tom Horton's free clinic, featuring many Horton family members home for the ribbon cutting. All that is very nice, but the reason for Kayla Brady happily announcing the launch of the free clinic could be something more sinister. False spoilers promise that EJ DiMera is doing something diabolical with the hospital. Around the same time that the new Horton clinic is dedicated, we're going to get some mysterious experiments in a private lab that EJ set up at Salem University Hospital, which begs the question, is Dr. Wilhelm Rolf part of it? Dr. Tom Horton Clinic opens amidst EJ DiMera's diabolical hospital plans. The 60th anniversary, of course, is this November, and tons of former cast members are back over the next few months. Jennifer Horton and Jack Devereaux are in town now, but they're going to leave and then return when the Dr. Tom Horton Clinic opens its doors in Salem next month. We're also getting back Mike Horton, Rourke Critchlow, Lucas Horton, Brian DiTillo, Marie Cheatham as Marie Horton, and Steve Olson, Robert Mailhouse. They're all back for the clinic opening, which should be pretty close, but not right up against the 60th anniversary celebratory episodes. Plus, Paul Narita, Christopher Sean, Andrew Donovan, Colton Little, and Will Horton, Chandler Massey, are back. And guess who else is back on Days of Our Lives? We've got Lonnie Price, Sal Stowers, and Eli Grant, Lamont Archie, back. They head back to Salem to visit family. We also know Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, and Eric's twin Sammy Brady, Allison Sweeney, are all back for these huge November episodes. With EJ and Sammy's sister, Belle Black, Martha Madison, on the outs, we wonder if we're going to get any spark between Sammy and EJ. You never know, but what we do know is Hurricane Sammy never stays too long. Days of Our Lives' 60th anniversary. Beloved characters return to Salem. Now, with Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, sentenced to 6 years behind bars, sacrificing herself to protect the real shooter, her daughter Rachel. Despite this seeming like closure, it's not. Things are far from settled and far from over. Despite Marlena and Brady Black's Eric Martzel, there is more trauma ahead for little Rachel. Spoilers confirm that Kristen's unstable daughter lashes out, and somebody's life is at risk as a result. Hopefully, it's not Rachel getting a gun and coming back to finish off EJ. It also seems likely that part of the spiral occurs after Rachel remembers that she is the real shooter. There is also a rumor going around that Brady and Kristen's daughter winds up in Bayview for a period of time. This is to cover Alice Halsey's exit to work on the Little House on the Prairie reboot. We should see Rachel exit closer to November, though, because she reportedly hasn't filmed since May. Also, expect to see Kristen in Statesville, but not for 6 years. Her fortunes will shift, and she will be a free woman, legally or illegally, before too long. Rachel Black's dangerous spiral, trauma and reckoning in Salem. We've also got more action with Marlena's very bad dreams as her health crisis grows much worse. This fall, it won't be too much longer until Sophia Choi, Rachel Boyd, and Melinda Trask, Tina Huang's fake adoption scheme blows up because Brady won't stop until he finds out the truth about the adoption. With Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, on the case, it should happen sooner rather than later. Also, get ready for more jealousy coming from Sophia towards Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis. Sophia has already snaked that job at the pub to be close to Tate Black, Leo Howard. Soon, Sophia creeps into Holly's dorm room to take inappropriate photos of her ex-bestie while she sleeps. This is all some kind of plot to try and mess her and Tate up, Marlena's worsening health and Sophia's devious adoption scheme exposed. Plus, Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, is Salem University's newest adjunct professor in the film department. We wonder if some haughty co-ed may try to seduce the hunky Professor DiMera, maybe to get an A in his class, while Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens, is busy thinking about adoption. Johnny is on board with restarting the adoption process, but there are speed bumps. His recent arrest for attempted murder may get them rejected by prospective parents. However, little Tesoro is going to be up for adoption soon, and that's the baby they were planning to get all along. Johnny DiMera's new role and adoption hurdles with Chanel. This fall, look for Kat and Chad to grow closer, and he's going to face a mountain of backlash from Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes, Jack, and Jennifer. They hate that Chad is even friends with Kat, but if they start a romantic relationship, the Horton-Devereaux family is going to explode on him. What's going to make things worse is that Chad and Abigail Devereaux's Annalyn McCord kids actually like Kat. Their grandparents, Jack and Jennifer, will not appreciate that at all. So, Thomas DiMera and Charlotte DiMera, Olivia and Oakley Rondeau, may also be impacted by all this drama. Kat's schemes sparks Chad's jealousy? Plus, Kat is getting closer to EJ for reasons that Chad may not like at all. Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, may be stalked by a former lover that she was inspired to write about in her steamy novel, One Stormy Night. It looks like her toxic ex-boyfriend Jeremy Horton, Trevor Donovan, is heading back to town to confront Stephanie. We do know that Michael Rourke is joining Days of Our Lives soon, and he may be playing Jeremy. He's a fit, he's the right age. We love Michael Rourke, by the way. If you guys don't know him, you're going to love him. Chad and Kat's budding romance ignites Horton DiMera family feud. Tony DiMera, Theo Penglis, and Gabby Hernandez, Sherry Jimenez, have the info to undo the Titan DiMera merger. Thanks to the bug that Gabby planted, they know about the Philip Kiriakis, John Paul Lavoisier forgery. But if Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, hurries up and signs those co-CEO papers, that will diminish the leverage of that info. Philip and Xander found the bug that Gabby left, but the DiMeras are in danger as a new mystery kicks off this fall. Either way, Tony may get DiMera Enterprises back from the Kiriakis brothers with Gabby in the driver's seat. Both Philip and Xander are going to be furious when they find out what Gabby did. Sarah and Xander still estranged on DOOL. Also, expect more of estranged spouses Xander and Sarah Horton, Lindsay Godfrey. Hopelessly in love but unable to make things work in their marriage, Xander's getting anger management therapy. But Sarah also has some issues to deal with before they can rekindle their broken romance. Philip will play a role in Xander and Sarah's reconciliation as Philip and Xander truly do try to be better brothers for each other. By the way, we have some leaked info, too. We have also been told that there is a double kidnapping coming this fall, and get this, a prison break. You know who that means is going to be walking out from behind bars.